Ross, thanks for joining us. A clean sheet at home. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. I felt like it was. Well, I feel like standing here a little bit disappointed is a good thing, as ridiculous as that sounds. We've worked really well this week on how we felt we could stop Bradford, which I think is, albeit that we're at home and we're so, in the past so used to winning and teams coming here and finding it difficult against us, we had to respect the level of opposition and level of players that they've got, and I thought we executed that game plan really well. And I suppose the reason why I'm disappointed is the fact that a few margins and a little bit more finesse around the goal could have led to us winning the game.
Denied by the woodwork in the first half and a couple of penalty appeals in the second.
Certainly, I didn't think the handball one was a handball. The lads are just talking about it in there. I didn't think it was. I think you come lunging out like that, it wasn't even one that I appealed for. But Leanne Goals is a penalty. As I've walked across I don't know what the ref's looking at, because it's not like a melee and someone's lost his man, got pulled back and his body's in the way. Everybody is looking at Leanne Goal ready to smash it in the goal. He gets pulled down and for some reason he doesn't see it, and then obviously when you ask the assistant, he hasn't seen it as well. So I just sort of walked past him at the end there and said to him, "You'll have a sleepless night once you watch that one, because you got it wrong." And he laughed at me, and I said, "No, just because I said it nice, I mean it. So I hope he does have a sleepless night, because it was penalty."
I tell you who won't be having a sleepless night, Sam Sargent. That was a superb save late on.
There's been times when they've wriggled in, haven't they, Dave, them ones, and it went for a few bodies and it looked like it was going to sink into the bottom corner, and he done great, not only to save it. I think it's the fact that he's held on to it, because I see that if it was Otek, the striker was reacting and getting on. Whether he was onside or not, is irrelevant now, but Sam managed not to just save it, but to keep it within his grasp, which is massive.
Big afternoon for Miles Judd.
Yeah, delighted for Miles, because we've had some conversations recently, and he's disappointed that he's not been playing. He's got his opportunity today, and not only am I delighted for him in the way that he performed, but I'm also delighted in the way that he's gone about his last few days. Like I say, we've had a couple of conversations recently, and I've seen a real response for him. He trained really well Wednesday, trained really well Friday, probably with a thought process that he wasn't going to be playing, but he still went about his business well. So I'm pleased that Miles has shown those signs, and he's rewarded, albeit by the misfortune that Sam Ning misses out. He's rewarded by getting into the team, and he's repaid us with a good performance.
Connor Wilkinson possibly had the better chances. Are you ever tempted to play him in the centre?
Yes and no. I know that it's a position that Connor's probably favours a little bit more. We've spoken this week about that. I know he can play down the middle. He was very effective against us last year for Dagenham down the middle, and that's why we signed him to a degree. But I think he causes people a lot of problems out there, giving away a few secrets. But he comes off the line, he keeps heading the ball against full-backs or wing-backs, so it gives him even more of an opportunity of keeping the ball alive in the final third. And then I think you see his athleticism, his ability 1v1 for a big lad. I suppose the quote is good feet for a big man, but in terms of his 1v1 ability, to be able to manipulate the ball and move his body for a lad that big, he's excellent. And he's got his head in his hands as I'm debriefing the lads there, and I said to him, "Yeah, I'm disappointed. You're disappointed you haven't scored, but please don't sit there with your head down, because what you contributed to the team today, the actual chances you missed were created by yourself. So don't want to be too harsh on you, because he was one of our best performers today."
Leanne Goal holds the ball up so well, doesn't he?
Yeah, I thought first half we had a chat. He was sort of waiting for the aggressive contact from the centre half, and I thought once he got that right in the second, when we get balls into Lee and up to Lee, it's very, very difficult for a boy of that size and that athleticism, because if you get tight, he rolls you like he did on a few occasions. But we can build so much off of him if we give him the chance to get hold of the ball. He's got such a good touch.
3 without a win, 3 without defeat, 10 without a win, but there is a platform.
Yeah, that stat, the 10, is obviously a difficult one to take at the moment, and disappointing that it's got to that state. But at the same time, we have to look at what we've tried to build in the last few weeks. A couple of disappointing results, but we went away last week and showed gritty determination, and I was pleased that we built on that side of the game again today against better opposition and a team at the top end of the league that should be pushing for promotion. But at the same time, and my debrief to the lads there was, yeah, you've done that, you've done all that, you've executed that game plan and limited a very good opposition to very few opportunities. But then you've turned the screw and gone the other way and executed what we looked at, how we were going to hurt the opposition really well, and in my opinion, very unlucky not to win.
The window is going to open soon. Where's your priority? Where do you want to strengthen?
I won't give that too much away, Dave, because there's different discussions going on at the moment about how we freshen the squad up. I don't think that we need to make massive changes. I think that obviously it's been a very sort of topsy-turvy, difficult season so far for us. I think freshening it up, putting some new blood in there, some new faces will create more challenge for places, which is ultimately why you want to bring players in, and then at the same time, maybe instigate that little view to look forward and build. So I won't give you exactly what we're looking for at the moment, but it's certainly like areas there are within the squad that we're looking at.
How significant are the injuries to Sam Ling and Joe Widdowson?
Sam Ling's one I think is a little bit more I say the word serious, but I think it's worse than Joe's. That could see Sam out for a few games. I hope not, but it was a bit innocuous. He trained yesterday, and it wasn't until the latter end of the session that we really tried to stretch him physically to see if he was capable to go out today. And what we didn't want to do is go for a Northampton again, where we walk out in the first sprint that Sam tries to do, he pulls up. So it was sensible for the medical department to rein him in. I hope that doesn't hold him back. Whereas with Joe's, I think Joe's is just a little bit of a niggle. Maybe the two close games at the back end of last week maybe caught up with him this week. So I'm hoping that a weekend of rest might see Joe back in the group early next week.
Finally for me was next week, of course, Justin Edinburgh would have celebrated his 50th birthday, and in honour to him tonight there's going to be a special evening.
Yeah, I said in my programme notes that this was a date that we all knew was going to come. There's been so many minute silences, there's been so many Justin occasions this year, and I feel like there hasn't been one for a little while, with so many at the start of the season. It's been a night that we've all been so excited about because he made such a big deal about his 50th birthday and what an occasion it was going to be. So we've got a few different celebrations planned for him. I think the work that Charlie Edinburgh, that Kerry and Sydney have done amongst the people that are on the trustees and that sort of thing as well, I won't start trying to name them because I don't want to miss anybody out. But in the circumstances of who they've lost and what they've lost, to put their energies and their fight into organising such a fantastic thing that the foundation is in general, they deserve incredible amount of praise. And I know full well that tonight's going to reflect him perfectly, and also reflect the effort and the work that they've put in to make sure that we remember his 50th as well as we all remember him for everything else that he done.
Absolutely, Ross, and he would have enjoyed the clean sheet.
Yeah, very much so. I think that probably would have been the one thing that he would have enjoyed the most out of today. So we've worked hard to get that, Dave. We've come out today with it. I'm pleased but disappointed to end the interview in the same way that I did. That doesn't make a great deal amount of sense.
Thanks, Ross.